Hey YouTube, Wheelchair21 here, and it is time for a Doyle's DVDs. Today's Doyle's DVD is a Toho Master Collection set of Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, Invasion of the Astro Monster. Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, aka Invasion of the Astro Monster, is technically a direct sequel to Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. In this one, though, the only ones that come back are Ghidorah, Godzilla, and Rodan. And what it's supposed to be is that after King Ghidorah left planet Earth after its fight with Mothra, Godzilla, and Rodan, it was captured by Planet X and made its slave. And Planet X tricks the humans to bring Godzilla and Rodan to Planet X to defeat King Ghidorah, believing that it was a terror destroying that planet after they encountered the planet's population. After eventually Godzilla and Rodan also getting taken over by aliens, they duke it out with the Japanese Defense Force, and the Japanese Defense Force eventually figure out how to stop the monster. A special security system, like the buzzer to a security system. It's so loud that the frequency of the waves screw up the system that the Exilians use, which is telepathy. It makes them unable to concentrate, which technically kills them synaptically through their nervous system. Due to that, the machine goes down. Godzilla and Rodan regain their coherence of mind, attack King Ghidorah, fall off the side of the cliff, battle him underwater, and are presumed dead or at least badly injured while chasing Ghidorah away from the planet Earth. The movie stars American actor Nick Adams and Gojira original Akira Takarada. I had to look at the back just so I don't screw up the names, along with supporting actress Kumi Mizuno. When this movie was made, Nick Adams actually voiced himself, but then was later dubbed over in Japan, where he then redubbed his own voice, I believe, or the audio was fixed when brought over to America and still had his voice quality. During this time, this movie is also known for the fact that he also had an affair with supporting actress that he was supposedly in love with in the movie, Kumi Mizuno, or it was at least speculated they had an affair. He had an affair on his actual wife with her sometime during the movie was being shot, and other movies were being shot that he starred in Toho, such as Frankenstein Conquers the World. This movie's plot is pretty simple and pretty cool. I never really liked the movie as a kid because it felt like it dragged on, even though it was the average time about 90 minutes. I, for one, liked the fight on the planet, the moon-like system, which was actually Planet X itself, and also liked the final battle with King Ghidorah and Godzilla and Rodan when they fall off the cliff. The movie itself, is mad to the fact that it's just a regular alien takeover, and they were tricked by the aliens and such. The scenes with the Alien X guys are so bad to me. It's just because they seem so overly done as corny because of how their suits look. I mean, it seems anything from 50s to 60s spacemen were jokes. It was just made horribly. It was just bad as fuck. The special effects started to be relapsed, or as you would like to say, stock footage throughout this movie. It began the stock footage scenes. And also the cheaper sets. That's why they used, space sets and, Sea Island sets. It was just easier to produce these movies. Another thing that was also one of the most famous and iconic things is the Godzilla dance, which was actually a famous, dance move used in Japan at the time. I just thought it was Godzilla taunting Ghidorah as a kid growing up. As a kid, I believed Godzilla was real, so I was like, ah, ha, ha, he's taunting him. And later on, I'm like, oh, it's a guy in a suit, so they made it to make it that Godzilla was taunting King Ghidorah, but then it was just the suit actor was given so much freedom, Najime was given so much freedom, he was allowed to create, a personality within the suit. How he, wanted to portray the monster, because Godzilla's been known to like scratch his nose during a fight and kind of act like a boxer by how he rubs his nose and that, scratches it and such. So because of Najime's portrayal of how he wanted to conceive the Godzilla character as a hero, it actually was probably the most hated scene in the whole movie to the Japanese, where a lot of people also hated it as well, except for kids, I believe. Even supporting actor Akira Takahata, who was in the original Gojira, was like, dude, Najime, don't do this. Don't freaking do this. He did it anyway. There's a shitload of promotional pictures of the Godzilla suit, Nick Adams, Kumi Mizuno, and some Alien X guys, which are Exilians in the newer era. We call them as Exilians. Doing all the dance pose from the movie where it was some weird... It technically looked like you're trying to do a triple axel, but just jumping up and down from one foot to the next. It's horrible. The movie itself, I give it at least... I don't want to be rude, but... a 3.7? Roughly, it's a 3.7 due to nostalgia, and for the effects, for the monsters, before the stock footage is brought in. But for the story-wise, it dropped it down to about a 3.5. It's not that great, it's not that good. I mean, hell, it could probably even go as far as saying it's almost a 2.5 to a 3. I actually put, like, stuff like Frankenstein Conquers the World and War of the Gargantuas over this movie, and it's a freaking Godzilla movie. And it's on the back burner to other Toho movies that aren't even about Godzilla. I mean, I don't know. I say as a fan, you gotta watch all the Godzilla movies eventually in your life, but you're just gonna come back and be like, damn, did I just watch a really shitty movie with some cool effects? And then you're like, yeah, I did. I mean, the worst thing is, if you watch Gamera over this, you'd punch yourself in the face. Because Gamera, as I will get to in an upcoming review about the Gamera series, the Showa series, you'll hate watching it by the time you're done. I mean, I love Gamera, but once you finish watching the series, it just blows your mind. But anyway, this was Invasion of the Astro Monster. Great movie, great Toho classic that you should at least see. I at least suggest it, and don't suggest it, and it's worth watching. You can probably pick this up at your local FYE, Best Buy, and that for at least anywhere from like $9.99 on sale to about $16.99, due to the fact that the collection sets still go high and randomly will go on sales because they end up becoming shelf warmers. So on an average base, you'll find it from $9.99 to $16.99, depending on which Toho classic it is. So check it out, rent it, do what you need to do, YouTube, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.